Dragons of Orlando.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Fournette once more on second down.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you look at this defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says incomplete.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dragons, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They got...
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they... At the 29-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Dragons, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Mims in motion right.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Now a 2nd and 10. Willis now off play action.
Steps away. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
4th down, Willis. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end.
43!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hold them ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete to Tony.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
24-yard gain on the play. And a first down on the Chiefs.
15.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Willis now off of play action.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Joshua Williams
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Trap 60.
Willis. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And some space here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Fournette, a first down carry.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Okay,
This
break.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On the set.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Again to throw. Willis on second down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline, Kadarius Toney.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They go play action with Willis.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
There's a nice move. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Chiefs.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Yellow. 57, come.
Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
41 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but What makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws. No.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here's Willis.
His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
There's the stiff arm. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Come on.
Second and 10. Play action. Here's Willis.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. O'Shane Ximines buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
Mims in motion right. Willis, fourth down, has to have it.
And my goodness, another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
On first down now, run with McKinnon.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now here's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney
With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
O'Shane Ximines picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
18 more yards there and another first down.
19 tight. 19. Hustle.
Willis will look to throw it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Second down, here's Willis.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
15.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Color.
Mahomes now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Buying time to his left.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yellow. 15.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Now inside the 25.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
A dump down to McKinnon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready, ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Second and inches at the 15-yard line.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.